کەناڵەکەم چەناڵی هەموو گەمەر خۆشەویستانم بەتام تاقیر ویزیتی لیرەکانی هۆگوارتس لێگەسی پشتگیریتان ڤیدیۆکەکان سابسکرایب چەناڵەکەی بەڵاوەکەن با بەردەوام بێت.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste. Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. I would encourage Diffindo. It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
I think I'll miss you.
Really?
Revelio. Confringo. Accio.
باشە خۆشەویستان دەگەڕین و لای مامۆستافیک بابزانین
Revelio.
باسی ژوورەکەی لا بکەین ژوورەی لە ژێرزەمینەکە دۆزیمانەوە زانی چیرۆکی یاریەکە بەرەو چێ دەگا.
I was hoping to see you.
باش با بەردەوامی
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more. Wouldn't listen to a word.
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. But then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt, and...
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting.
Yes. And then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkins so that he'd tell me about how he died.
Who on...
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
What?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. Revelio. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham.
Accio.
How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
دەبین بۆ ژوور لە نهێنیەکە بۆەوەی ڕاکام بدینێ ئەو پیاوەی کە لە ناو وێنەکەیە.
To think it was beneath us all this time. looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe.
I'll find you at the tower.
Until then, be careful. And
باشە خۆشەویستان چالنجێکی دێتەوە ما دەبێ ئەو چالنجە تێپەردەین بۆی بکەین بە ئەنجامەکان ئەنجامەکەی دۆزینەوە وەکو دەزانیا بەهاتوو لەگەڵ قاوەڵەکانی هەرزوو دەستیان بە کارەکانیان کردووە چەندی زوو ئێمە بچین باشتر دەبێەوە باشە بەڵام بچینە ئێرە Hogwarts.
Revelio. Brilliant.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Revelio.
Wonderful.
باشە سەختی
Yes,
بەفر
Professor.
پێ دەبین سەختێکی
Well,
جیاوازە
pay attention to your wand work.
وەکو بەفرە شتێکی بەسوودە زیاتر بۆ شەرکردن بکردن ساسی وەست
Well done. Practice your new spells here. There you go. Catching them quickly.
خۆشەویستم با بڕۆین یەکەم چالەنج بکەین دەچین بۆ لای مامستەفیک با یەکەم چالەنج تەواو بکەین یا ئێستا زۆر بەکشاتون لێرەوە یەکەم چالەنج بێ چوار بین کەواتە چوار چالەنجە ئێستا لیڤڵمان توش دەوین ئینشاڵڵا ڕۆڵ دەدەین لیڤڵمان زیاتریش بەرز بێتەوە با بەردەم بزانین یاریت خۆشە بەرەو توێ
Intriguing place, Sanbakar's tower.
Revelio.
Over here.
باشە مامۆستایەکەمان هات با بڕۆین
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists around the...
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what... More importantly, however, I'd like to know why. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way.
وەستەوە
I'd suggest...
شۆشتانە بکەین پێش وەختە با ئامادە باشی بکەین
Disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll.
Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis.
باش
Well done.
بەڵام خۆشەویستم شاد
gentlemen. Who's there?
Defender! Expelliarmus!
No!
Incendio! Confringo!
I won't rest.
Protego!
I'll get put me down!
Defender!
No!
Confringo!
I will.
Incendio!
There.
Gosh.
Revelio! Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
I will draw blood. Deadly mistake.
Accio!
The move of a coward.
I shall have been.
Accio! Stego! Accio!
And utterly pitiful this man.
Confringo!
خۆشەویستان بۆ یەشار دەکەین تا ئاپولی
Revelio.
بێمان زووتر مەریض بێتەوە باشترە بۆی مەژدار باشترە خوێن هەڵگرین خوێنمان کەمە خوێن
It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar. I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone. I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last.
Welcome to
Revelio.
Bakkar's Tower.
Hello, Professor.
گەیشتین
I did. Professor Bakkar is a keeper you have yet. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside.
That goblins were aware of my vault. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before. Command it to access a doorway. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at... Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to.
Yes, sir.
That said, be careful.
I will, sir. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry.
خۆشەویستان باز لێشی جوانی لەبەرکەین لێشی جوانی با لەبەرکەین کلااوێکی جوان کلاوی باشمانی هەورزان باوێ لەبەرکەین جوان باشان ماسکێکمانەیە ماسکش لەبەرکەین ئاوێ لەوەکە دویا لای دەدەم بە کەیف خۆمە دارەکەشمان جوانکەین با بەردەوامی خۆشەویستم بزانین چی هەیە لە چ نهێنیەکەی لە دوێ ئابڕۆین بزانین چییە باش
Revelio.
زۆر باشە یەکەم چاڵنجمان دەکەین یەکەمی تەواو بکەین سێ دانەمان دەمینێ
I've seen this before in Gringotts and the restricted section.
بەڵام دووەمی زۆر ناخۆشە با بەردەوامی یەکەمی ئاسان خۆشە شتەکە نییە بەڵام دووەمی زۆر دووبارەیە بزانین چی دەبێ خۆشەویستم زۆر باشە
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Incendio, Expelliarmus, Defender. Defender. Expelliarmus. Incendio. What have the keepers planned for me? These look familiar. Accio! What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway. Accio! More statues. Protego! Accio! Glacis! Confringo! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Not making this easy on me. Accio! Traces of ancient magic. But where? Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. Accio!
زور başa خۆشەویستانم زۆر باشە زۆر باشە باش ئەو چالەنجەکانە کە ئەو پیاوەکەی وێنەکە دەینە وی نظامەکەمان دۆزینەوە پێویستە ئەو چالەنجانە
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. I'll never get used to these floors.
حەزەکەی زۆر ئەتیکە زۆری زۆری زیاتر
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Defender! Defender! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defender! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio. Accio. Accio.
زۆر باشە خۆشەویستانی وەڕەتماندا بەڵام نەبێت زۆر زانزیش نەکەی یاریش نییە بەڵام باوڕێ ئێرەش ماڕەتدا چیمان نەماوە تاواکەی
Revelio.
باشە خێنە زۆر بەسوودم بوو خوێنمان پێویستە چەندی خوێنمانە بێ ئەوەندە باش پێنج تێدا باش بۆنی بۆ سوایت دەکەم بۆ سوایتی
This. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Protego. Confringo. Defendo. Don't like the look of this. Defendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Protego. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Kilishi. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Confringo. Protego. Incendio. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo.
خۆشەویستە هەمووان و لیبل 19
What a relief.
باشاتیمی باپڕ تا شاڵنجەکەیمان تاوا کرد باپسی مزانین چی پشتەوەی مۆدەکەی بینەری خۆشەویستە
Revelio. Another pensive.
بەس باوە سندوقی هەڵگری بەشە
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
ئافرەتە مجرمی خۆشەویستانی ئیزادۆرە دیارە بە کەسێکی خراپ دەچێت دوو شت هەیە حەزم لێ بوو زانیاریتان پێ بدەم لیرە و دەرگایە دەیبینن وەکو ئاوێنەیەکە شتەوەی دیارە وەکو ئاوێنەیە لەناو فیلمەکان هارە پۆتەر ئاوێنەیەش لەو زۆرە هەیە کە زۆر لە دیاریدانیشی تووش شێتبوونت دەکە ئاوێنەکە هاری پۆتەر چکە دایک و باوکی نەماوە سەیری دەکە هەموو ڕۆژێک ئاوێنەکە دایک و باوکی نیشان دەدا ئاوێنەکە خەیاڵ نییە وەکو ئاوێنەکە بوون نەواقعێکی دوورە ئەو ئاوێنانە لێرانە و بیرۆکیان وەگرتووە کە لە شوێنێک بیان با بۆ شوێنێکی تر شتەکەی تریش خۆشەویستان لەناو جیهانی سەحر لەناو جیهانی جادوو چەند شتێک هەیە کە ناتوانێت سەحر چارەسەری بکە مردن هیچ سەحرێک نییە مردن زیندوو بکاتەوە هیچ سەحرێک نییە دوو کەسێک دیان خۆش بێ بە یەکدیان بگەێنێ هیچ سەحرێک نییە ئازارت لێ بستێنی ئەو ئازارانەی لە ناختەیە بەڵام سەحر هەیە چارەسەری برینداربوونت دەکات.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir, and this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
زۆر باشن خۆشەویستان چالنجەکەمان تەواو کرد پیاوەکەی دوێن بەدەکە بە ناوی چارلز ڕۆکوود چارلز ناوێکی ترێ بوو گرنگە بێ ترایل یەکەممان تاو کرد خۆمان ئامادە دەکەین بۆ ترایلی دووەم بەڵام لێرەدا کۆتێک بە
I should ask.
The broom upgrade's ready. Stop by the shop when you can.
خۆشەویستان
I hope you